Hi everyone, welcome back to Mobility and Mindfulness. For today, we are doing 10 minutes of mobility work to warm up for volleyball. That is my sport. I'm excited to get going, so let's do this. Okay everyone, to start with, we are gonna get to a wall and we're gonna do wall angels. Now actually, since in beach volleyball, we are playing volleyball outside, I'm gonna step away from the wall and I'm gonna pretend that the wall is behind me. So I am just keeping my shoulders back, my elbows are in line with my body, my hands are pointing toward the ceiling, and I'm trying to bring down my elbows and squeeze my shoulder blades, reach back up to the ceiling, bring them back down, warming up the back of your shoulders, the rotator cuff a little bit. We're gonna add into that in a little bit here. But this is a wall angel, or we'll just call these air angels for right now. Reaching those arms, getting them loose, moving them. Let's do it. 10 more seconds. We're gonna modify this a little bit. We're gonna go into a wall wave. Okay, so now keeping the elbows in line with your shoulders, just bring your hands forward, back up to the ceiling. Hands forward, up to the ceiling. Great for the rotator cuff. We need to use that when we're playing. Bring those hands forward, hands to the ceiling. Keep your elbows high. So trying to keep them in line with your shoulders. Rotate, shoulder rotation. Now we could go actually a little bit farther into internal rotation. That for me is actually kind of hard to do. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing to do. So you can move your arms as far as you can. Again, try to keep your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Good job, everybody. All right, now we're gonna go into a lunge position with the rotation. Reach to the sky, kick it back. We're lunging, left foot forward, reach that left hand to the sky, bring it back, push back. Lunge, rotate, and return. Lunge, rotate, return. Keep going. Rotate, return. Lunge, rotate, and up. Big step, bend that back knee, rotate, return. Lunge, rotate, and return. If you want to stay and stretch in that position a little longer, go ahead. Remember, we move in your own body's limits. Rotate, return. Keep going halfway. Lunge, rotate, and push. Keep going. Rotate, push. Keep it up. Nice sunshine coming through my windows. I like it. It's nice out there today. Good. Lunge, rotate, return. Keep going. 28 seconds. Lunge. Good job, everyone. Good leg warm up. Lunge. Rotate. And up. Good job. 5 seconds. One more. All right, everybody. Moving into a lateral lunge. So I'm going to get into a position of wide leg stance. I'm just going to be leaning one knee, bending one knee, leaning over that toe. And then switch it up, walk my hands left side, lean over the left toes. Try to get your knees to track toward your toes. This is good for that inner thigh stretch. And just keep going again. Remember, if you feel like you need to stay in one spot, feel that good inner thigh stretch on your right side, and then move. Go at your own pace. lateral lunge, inner thigh stretch. And just keep going. Knee tracking toward your toes. I got my toes pointed out a little bit. Good stretch. Good job, everyone. So bend. Keep those knees bent as far as you can. Drop your hips as much as you can. Drop your hips into that stretch. I am supporting myself using my hands just because that feels good. And rotate. Good. Remember, this is mobility, so you're not sitting and just stretching, you're just moving. One side to the other. Almost there, everybody.
5 seconds.
Inner thighs. Next one we're going to do is a squat to a hip thrust. So we are getting into squat position. Again, for this one, you could try to keep your ankles on the ground if you can. I am not able to do that. I need to work on my ankle mobility more. You're going to try to press your hips to the ceiling, and that stretches the hamstrings, the low back. But this is also good range of motion for your knees. So bend in those knees, full knee flexion, and push the hips to the ceiling and stretch the hamstrings. Get a little bit of low back. This is excellent for posterior body, back of your body. Stretch. Like I said, if you can, try to keep your ankles down, your heels on the ground. I'm keeping my palms on the ground, which is allowing me to get a nice hamstring stretch as I push my hips up and straighten my knees. All right, halfway there. And push. Hips to the ceiling. Nice, good stretch. Hamstrings, low back. And again, knee flexion, extension. Good for where we need to get down in our blocks. Jump up to explode. Good work, everybody. Keep it up. 28, 26 more seconds. Good job. And down, release. Hips up to the ceiling. Feel a good stretch. I'm going to sit one hip back a little more and just sit into it. I'm going to sit the other. Feels good. Loosen it up. Okay, excellent. Last one we're going to do are quadruped scapular cars. So in this one, I'm going to show you this direction here. Your shoulders and elbows, your elbows are staying straight. Your shoulder blades are what are moving. So you are going with depression, so trying to bring your shoulder blades down, squeeze them together, bring them up into your ears, push the floor away. Okay, reverse. Up into your ears, retraction together, down into your back pockets, push the floor away. Reverse it again, down into your back pockets, squeeze them together, lift them into your ears, push the floor away. So remember, you are keeping your elbows straight as you do this. We're making shoulder blade circles. Okay, that's the idea. And remember, you're going to reverse each time. So reverse at the bottom and repeat. Up in your ears, squeeze together, down in your pockets, push the floor away. Down in your pockets, squeeze together, up in your ears, push the floor away. Reverse. Good job, everybody. And push. Up in your ears, squeeze together, push the floor away. There it is. Good job. Shoulder blades need to move when we swing. That allows for full shoulder range of motion, gives us the power to get a nice full swing using the thoracic spine, the shoulder blade, and your shoulder. Good.
5 seconds.
Good job, everybody. Almost there. All right. Well done. That is 10 minutes of mobility work to prep for volleyball. Let's move on to mindfulness.
In today's session, we'll explore the softening effect of staying with difficult emotions. Let's start by taking a position that's comfortable. An easy position, upright, yet relaxed. Let your body settle. Rest your hands gently. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Feel the gentle pull of gravity as your body relaxes. Feeling the floor beneath you, offering its support. And when you're ready, take a few long, deep breaths. Deep inhales, slow, full exhales. Filling the body up with air and then releasing it. And then allow your body to fall into its natural rhythm, breathing in whatever way feels natural. Let go of any tension or striving. So the breath might be long, it might be short, it might be deep or shallow. It doesn't matter. Rest your awareness on the breath, wherever it feels most prominent, and follow it as it enters and leaves your body. Breathing in, in. Breathing out, out, out. And as you breathe, you may notice emotions arise. You may experience joyful emotions, such as happiness, peace, or gratitude. You may experience challenging emotions, like restlessness anxiety, or grief. Sometimes emotions sweep through us as we sit, and our instinct is to push them away or even stop our practice. See if you can stay. See if it's possible to observe an emotion without identifying with it. So whenever you notice a feeling arise, you acknowledge it's just a passing feeling. All emotions come and all emotions go. Our emotions aren't solid, they aren't fixed. They are simply temporary experiences of this moment. Understanding this can help us relax into our emotions and offer them space with gentle compassion. When we don't push away or resist emotions, they more easily flow through us. They arise and pass away. Rise and pass away. Just like the breath. And now, gently relax your attention. It's difficult to stay with intense emotions. When we feel the acuteness of anger or the sorrow of sadness, it can be too much to bear. And much of the time, our tendency is to bury these feelings, to distract, avoid, and resist. But there's a healthier way to work through heavy emotions. Instead of slamming the door on them, we can open the door and invite them inside. If we can face severe anxiety, for example, with gentleness, compassion, and non-judgment, we're able to tenderly hold what's in our experience. If we don't learn to face whatever we're feeling, we'll always be running. When we observe our hurt with objectivity, it transforms from a defect of our being to an emotion in our experience in this moment. When we move through discomfort with an understanding of impermanence, we see that all emotions come and go. They may overwhelm us, but they will always change, and with time sweep through us. It's not an easy endeavor to greet difficult emotions and invite them in. But by working with our changing experience in this way, they begin to soften and subside. We stop judging sadness or grief as bad or wrong. We recognize that anger or fear, no matter how intense, will subside, like the falling tide receding back into the ocean. Through this practice, we come to view these emotions as a tender part of our being. As Pema Chodron said, to stay with that shakiness, to stay with a broken heart, with a rumbling stomach, with the feeling of hopelessness and wanting to get revenge, that is the path of true awakening. Sticking with that certainty, getting the knack of relaxing in the midst of chaos, learning not to panic, this is the spiritual path. And as we approach the end of the session, come back to the room. Feel your feet on the floor. Hear sounds around you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Calm. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
That truly is an interesting way to approach emotions. And I am also working on feeling my emotions, and recognizing that they are fleeting is a good way to kind of manage, I think, as part of some of them. Anyway, I am grateful for a sunny spring day. It was 60 degrees, had a wonderful walk with Bella, absolutely gorgeous. Excited for volleyball. Have a good one, everybody.